So this is my checkpoint number 2 for my project. So I came up with a couple of different research questions. One is looking at learning growth. So does a 3D user design interaction increase learning growth for a geography lesson over a 2D user design interaction? And then the second one is looking at actually learning efficiency for the same design interaction between a 3D and a 2D design interaction. So my independent variables are a mouse and a leap motion. I have a couple of different dependent variables. One is time to complete the task, and the second one is accuracy in completing the task. And those have to deal with learning efficiency. And then the learning growth is actually, I'm going to look at a pre-test and a post-test assessment to look at learning growth on both of those different devices. So my null hypotheses are there is no difference in time or accuracy in completing a task between the mouse and the leap motion. And then a second one is there is no difference in learning growth in a geography lesson from using a 2D mouse or a 3D leap motion interaction. So the task that the user will need to do is to search for specific places on the globe, and I'll be looking for the time that it takes to get to those locations and the accuracy of getting to those locations using a 2D mouse and a 3D leap motion. So this is going to be within repeated measures within subjects. Before and after the task, the user will be asked to answer some questions about the places that he or she will be navigating to, and that's going to be the learning growth piece. So the questions on the assessment will be based on the 2D and the 3D user interaction using the mouse and the leap motion controller, and I'm looking for a difference in the user interaction to the devices and the learning. So in terms of progress on my project, I do want to give a shout out to Lucas and his presentation on Unity last week. That helped me a lot. I feel like I have a better understanding of how I want to create the geography lesson in Unity. I have a better understanding of the scripting, and instead of using a UI interface in Unity, I've decided to use the keyboard for increasing and decreasing the speed. And then I'm going to continue to place game objects on the globe to create information boxes that will appear, giving facts and information about each of those places and locations. So the expectations that I have for checkpoint 3 and beyond, I expect to have the Unity project completed within the next week or so. I'm planning on spending most of my time working on that. My research design is completed, so with Dr. Ortega's feedback, I'll start making the necessary changes and begin the user study the following week, hopefully. I'll start to write up the parts of the report that I already know from the lit review that I completed, and I'll be looking for holes in my research so that I can fill those gaps as well. So I feel pretty confident that I'm on track to complete the project by the end of November and the 1st of December, which would be the end of the semester. I am working on my presentation as well. I'm scheduled to present on November 5th. However, I do need to get with Dr. Ortega regarding the paper that I am assigned. So otherwise, that is the end of my presentation for checkpoint number 2. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for listening.